Welcome back to the channel, guys. Good to see you again. Seriously, I appreciate you being here. Got something fun lined up for today that I've been wanting to talk about for a while. So grab a drink, get comfy, and let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right in. And by the way, guys, thank you so much for all the likes and comments on my last video. If you have any suggestions what I should make my next video about, you can leave it right in the comments down below. And like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoy. So guys, let's talk about Forza Horizon 6. It's not here yet, but I've been daydreaming about what could make it truly next level. There's so much potential for the series to evolve, and I've got a few ideas that I think could take it to the next gear. So here's my top 10 wish list of futures I'd love to see in the game. Let's get into it. Guys, let's talk about map design. Forza's already nailed the off-road stuff in my opinion, so I think it's time for something new. Imagine cruising through the streets of Tokyo, winding through mountain roads, or even exploring a map that connects a few different countries. Switching things up with some fresh locations could make the game feel a lot more exciting without messing with what already works. Personally, I'd love to see Japan as the next location. It just makes so much sense with the car culture and the scenery, but I also think somewhere in Northern Europe like Sweden or Finland could be super cool, or maybe even parts of Central Europe. Places like France, Germany, or Switzerland. You've got Germany's autobahns, Switzerland mountain roads, and France scenic countryside, all packed in one region. But yeah guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comments, curious to see what locations you'd be into. Alright, next up. I'd love to see real-time weather and season changes in Forza Horizon 6. Now don't get me wrong, Forza Horizon 5 already does a solid job with weather. Rain, snow, dry roads, it all affects handling and it's awesome. But I think there's still room to push it further. Imagine a fully dynamic system where the seasons actually change in real time. No cutscenes, no loading, no hard resets. You could just start a race in late winter and by the time you're cruising across the map it's spring. Snow melts, the roads dry out, trees start blooming, all while you're still driving. That will make the world feel way more alive and immersive. And it's not just the visuals, it should affect gameplay too. Muddy trails in spring, icy roads in winter, maybe even overheating risks in summer. Stuff that actually makes you think about what car to use and how to drive. It's the kind of feature that can make every session feel unique and a lot more dynamic. I'm really into customizing cars, but let's be honest, the wheel options in Forza haven't changed much since Forza 3 or 4. It's the same brands and styles over and over and it's starting to feel tired. I'd love to see way more variety, more real brands, fresh designs and just more ways to make a car stand out. And yeah, I know, licensing's tricky, but come on, it's been years. I want to see more real-world tuning brands and kits that actually match each car's style. And in tuning itself, it needs more depth. Something like what Car X or Gran Turismo offers, where changes really affect how the car handles. Engine swaps are already in the game, which is great, but I'd love more options that actually transform how the car feels. If Forza Horizon 6 nails that, customization could finally feel fresh again. Alright guys, hear me out. I still enjoy the arcade vibe that Forza Horizon is known for. It's fun, it's fast, it's super accessible, but sometimes I just want more of a driving challenge. Imagine having an optional mode that leans more into realism. Things like tire wear, fuel consumption and even pit stops for longer races. It wouldn't replace the core Horizon experience, but it'd be an awesome option for players who want a little bit more depth. You could keep the casual open world fun, while also giving the community tools for more serious events or endurance style racing. It'd be the best of both worlds, arcade when you want it, simulation when you're in the mood for something tougher. One thing I'd really like to see in Forza Horizon is better and more natural IA. Right now, drivatars can be all over the place. In free roam, they'll crash into you out of nowhere, and in races, they suddenly turn into pros, sticking to perfect lines and flying past you like it's nothing. It'd be cool if they felt more like real drivers. You know, reacting to the road, making small mistakes, switching up their driving style, just a bit more personality and unpredictability. And traffic could definitely use an upgrade too. Imagine working traffic lights, cars that follow rules, maybe even react to you when you cut them off. It would make the open world feel way more alive. Something like what no hazy servers do in Assetto Corsa. Smooth, realistic traffic that actually feels fun to drive through. It adds a kind of flow and a challenge that's missing in Horizon right now. Nothing too serious, just more polish to make cruising and racing feel even better. This is something I've always wanted in Forza. A proper garage or house that you can actually walk around in. Not just a menu or quick cutscene, but a space that feels like yours. The crew did this really well. You can walk through your garage, check out your cars up close, and it just adds a nice sense of ownership and immersion. I'd love something like that in Forza Horizon 6. Maybe with some light customization, some chill music in the background, and the ability to hop in your car and roll straight out in the world. It's a small thing, but it would make everything feel more personal, like you're really living in that car world, not just visiting it. Alright, let's talk about story mode. Forza Horizon isn't really known for its story, and that's fine, but I think it could be still a bit more interesting. In Forza Horizon 5 the story felt kinda basic, just some short missions and few characters that don't really stick. What I'd like in Forza Horizon 6 is something with a bit more personality. Maybe rivals that show up more than once, or choices that change what happens next. Nothing super deep, just enough to feel like you're a part of something. And if Forza Horizon 6 is set in Japan, that would be a cool chance to build a story around the local car culture. Like street racing crews or tuning shops. It doesn't have to be serious, just something fun that makes the world feel more alive. Even a small upgrade here would make solo play way more enjoyable. Better online and stability. Crossplay is already in, which is great. But honestly, what Horizon really needs now is a better overall online experience. If you played Forza Horizon 5 at launch, you probably remember the connection issues. Server was shaky, events would crash or bug out, and trying to play with your friends could get frustrating real quick. Even now, it feels a bit unstable at times. Forza Horizon 6 could really benefit from smoother online systems, like actual lobbies, better matchmaking, and events that just work. Online championships, meetups, maybe even ways to host your own mini festivals with friends. That kind of stuff will keep things fun and fresh. It doesn't need to be overly complicated, just stable, social, and something that brings the community together without all the hiccups. One thing Forza Horizon 6 could really use is a proper built-in replay system. Like I wanna hit a crazy drift or a near miss in traffic, and I just instantly rewind and rewatch it with full control. Right now, unless you're in a race, there's no real way to relive those moments. And even then, the replay system is super basic. Clunky to navigate, limited angles, no timeline scrubbing, and definitely not creator friendly. If Forza Horizon 6 added a smooth, real-time replay feature, kind of like what you see in other sims, it opens so much for players who love making content or just want to rewatch their best runs. And as for photo mode, it's already solid, no complaints there. Maybe a few small updates would be cool, but the big things is replays. That would take the whole experience to a next level. And for the last one, something a lot of us have been wanting for a while. A full auction house overhaul. Let's be honest, the current system, it's outdated. Feels more like a workaround than a marketplace. Now imagine this. You can trade cars directly with other players. No listing, no waiting, just hit someone up, offer a swap, maybe throw in some credits and you're done. And alongside that, a proper in-game economy, where car values shift based on rarity, trends, demand, just like a real market. Maybe certain cars spike during specific events, maybe prices drop when they hit wheel spins. It adds strategy, value, and makes the garage feel more alive. It's not just about buying and selling anymore. It's collecting, trading, helping out your crew, even flipping cars if that's your thing. A system like that could completely change how we interact with the game and with each other. It's overdue and it just makes sense. So yeah, those are my top 10 features I really hope make it into Forza Horizon 6. What about you guys? What would you add? Drop it in the comments, and if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe and ring the bell. That would actually help me a lot. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I wish you all a beautiful day. Peace.